ECG for the beginners, basics and principles of the ECG part 15. In today's lecture, we'll be discussing about the QRS complex in chest leads, or QRS complex in precordial leads, or QRS complex in V leads. Remember, three of them are the synonym. You should not be confused about these three terms. I mean precordial lead, another chest leads, and V leads. We have already discussed about the limb leads, but today we want to discuss about the V leads or chest leads or precordial leads. Shape of the QRS complex in chest lead. Shape of the QRS complex is chest lead are determined by three things. The shape of the QRS complex in chest lead are determined by three things. The first thing was septum. The second was left ventricle. The third one, position of the V lead from V1 to V6. And finally, we will also discuss those mechanisms by which QRS complex produced, especially in lead V1 and lead V6, which have got three stages. And another, this was today our lecture is very short lecture. Right now we will be discussing about the shape of the QRS complex and chest leads, and three main factors play a major role in the formation of the QRS complex and chest leads. The first one is septum. What is the role of the septum? Septum is a part of the ventricle which is located between the right ventricle and left ventricle, and the septum is depolarized by left bundle branch from down to up and from left to right. This is a key point in ECG when you want to study QRS complex. The main factor which play a major role in the QRS complex, in which QRS complex? V leads. The main thing which play a major role is the septum. Septum is a portion of the ventricle which is located between the right ventricle and left ventricle, and septum is depolarized by left bundle branch from left to right, down to right. This is bundle branch. This was the first thing. The second thing which play a major role in the production of the QRS complex in chest lead, ventricle. Left ventricle. Why the left ventricle play a major role in the formation of the QRS complex? Because we have mentioned left ventricle is a ventricle which is thicker than the right ventricle. Our left ventricle is a ventricle. The mass of the muscle of the left ventricle is greater than the right ventricle. So and therefore left ventricle has a major influence about the QRS complex. This is the second thing which play a major role in the chest lead. Another, position of the lead. In chest lead we have got 6 leads. From V1 to V6. V1 and V6. This is the lead which look at the heart to the right ventricle, but electrically provide information about the septum. Lead 1 and lead 2. Lead 1 and lead 2 look at the right ventricle, but provide electrical information about the septum. Another, V3 and V4 look at the septum, but provide electrical information about the anterior part or apex or major part. And V5 and V6. V5 and V6 look at the left ventricle, and they provide electrical information about the left ventricle, especially ventricular free wall. This was our topic. QRS complex in chest lead. The QRS complex in the chest lead is produced by 3 steps or 3 stages. Stage 1. When the electrical impulse is generated, this electrical impulse through the intraarterial node come to the AV node, and from AV node exit and go to the Hayes bundle, and then go to the left bundle branch. And this left bundle branch lead to depolarization of the septum from down to up and from left to right. From down to up and left to right. So, septum in QRS complex, especially in lead V1. In lead V1 first produce R wave. 3 stage. We should complete 3 stage. When the electrical impulse is generated from the S anode, from S anode this electrical impulse comes to the AV node, from AV node to Hayes, and finally go to left bundle branch and right bundle branch. Left bundle branch depolarizes septum from down to up and from left to right. You should pay attention about this picture. Right now this electrical impulse depolarize the septum from left to the right. When the electrical impulse moves from same lead, I mean from the positive charge. When the positive charge moves toward the positive charge, the deflection in the needle will be positive. This is the first stage. Why it is positive? Because positive charge moves toward the positive electrode, deflection is positive. Why this is a small wave? Because the septum is small. Why it is rapidly produced? Because it is supplied by Purkinje cells. And finally, this small R in V lead should be called septal R. This R should be called septal R because the QRS complex of the V lead is quite different from limb leads. So again, the electrical impulse is generated from the SA node and come to the AV node and then come to the Hayes bundle and left bundle branch. Left bundle branch lead to depolarization of the septum from down to up and from left to right. Left to right, it means the electrical impulse moves toward this electrode V1. And the V1 is produce a small wave. This wave is called septal R. This septal R represents septal ventricular depolarization and chest lead. So at the same time, when the electrical impulse moves toward the V1, it becomes away from V6.
Negative.
So those electrical impulses which move toward the lead produce a positive deflection, and those electrical impulses which away from the lead it produce negative deflection. So this small negative deflection is called septal Q. Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Again, electrical impulse is generated from the SA node. Through intra-arterial node, come to the AV node, then to Hayes bundle, then to left bundle branch, right bundle branch. Left bundle branch lead to depolarization of the septum from down to up and from left to right. From left to right toward the electrode. When the electrical impulse moves toward the electrode, the deflection in the needle would be positive, but a small positive. Why the septum is small, but positive? Why positive? The positive charge moves toward the positive, and this R is called septal R. In the chest lead, this is called septal R. In addition, at the same time, when this electrical impulse moves toward the V1, it aways from V6. So and therefore, in V6 they produce a small negative wave, which is called Q wave.
Septal.
This is also septal. This is also septal. But this septal is called R septal. But this septal is called Q septal. Now, this is stage 1. Right now we come to the stage 2. After the septal ventricular depolarization, the electrical impulse moves from V1 or from right ventricle moves toward the V6. So here they produce a negative deflection. A negative deflection which is called S wave. In the second stage, after septal ventricular depolarization, the electrical impulse goes to the right ventricle. And from right ventricle, this electrical impulse moves away and moves toward the V6. So in QRS complex, in lead V1 produce a negative deflection which is called S wave, but in opposite side they produce a positive deflection which is called R wave. This was stage 2. Left ventricle. Again, after the septal ventricular depolarization, the electrical impulse through the right bundle branch to go to right ventricle, and another electrical left bundle branch, and the electrical vector moves toward the left ventricle. So in these two stage, the electrical impulse moves away from V1 and goes to V2, V6. So in V6, positive charge moves toward the V6, the positive deflection. This deflection is large deflection. Why it is large deflection? Because it represents main muscle or left ventricle. This is called stage 2. In stage 1, here we have R wave, and here we have S wave, and in stage 2, here we have got S wave, and here we have got R wave. This is called stage 2. Stage 2. After the stage 3, in the stage 3, the needle of the ECG come back to baseline. This is the baseline. Baseline or isoelectric line. Now again we will repeat. QRS complex and chest lead. QRS complex is chest lead is quite the shape, morphology, and different from the limb leads. Right now we will start from SA node. SA node electrical impulse is generated from the SA node, come to the AV node, the Hayes bundle, and left bundle branch. Left bundle branch depolarize the septum from down to up and from left to right. In this situation, the electrical impulse moves toward the positive deflection, and they produce a positive deflection. This deflection is a small deflection, rapid deflection, and represents septal ventricular depolarization. In opposite side, when the electrical impulse moves toward the V1, it moves away from V6. In V6, they produce small wave, negative wave, which is called septal tube. This was stage 1. This is called the stage 1. Right now we come to stage 2. After the septal ventricular depolarization, the electrical impulse moves toward the left ventricle and it aways from V1. So in the V1 they produce S wave, and in opposite side they produce R wave. And finally, after the septal and major part of the ventricular depolarization, the ECG come back to the IZ electric line. This is called stage 3. This was the mechanism by which QRS complex produces an chest lead or V lead or another precordial lead. Three of them are the same and they represent leads, especially chest lead, V lead and precordial lead. Another, right. In chest lead, the R wave shows normal progression from V1 to V6. In chest lead, the R wave shows progression from V1 to V6. For example, as I mentioned before, V1 and V2 look at the right ventricle but provide electrical information septum. This V1 and V2 represent septum. This is small R wave and this is small R wave is called septum. And this is called S wave. This S wave represents ventricular depolarization. This is a little bit tricky. This S wave represents left ventricular depolarization. And V1 and V2 look at the right ventricle but provide electrical information about the septum. So the S, in this 2 QRS complex, the R wave is smaller than the S wave. So the S wave is predominantly a negative. So this QRS complex is a negative QRS complex because the S is greater than the R wave. This QRS complex is a QRS complex in which the S is predominantly negative. So this was V1. From the V1 and we go to V2. In V2, again the V2 also look at the right ventricle but provide information about the septum. This is also R wave, but this R from that R wave a little bit higher. And the S is larger. So this is also a QRS complex in which the S wave is predominantly negative. This QRS complex is also called a negative QRS complex. Right now we come to V3 and V4. In V3 and V4, look at the septum, but provide information about the anterior part of the heart. In this lead, V3 and V4, R and S, both of them equal. This is called equipolar lead. Why it is equal? Because the electrical impulse moves downward and at right angle. Or in a simple word, first the electrical impulse moves toward the electrode and first produce positive deflection and then go away and produce negative deflection. So these 2 QRS complex, this QRS complex are called equipolar QRS complex and this point is called transitional zone or transitional point. What does it mean, transitional point? Transitional point is a point in which represent the position of the septum. Position of the septum. R and S are equal. Transitional point is a point in which the R and S are equal, or these two also is called equipolar lead. In this transitional zone is very important when the right ventricle is enlarged, especially when it occupies a more part of the pericardium. This transitional point moves from V4 to V5 and from V5 to V6. Again, this was which lead? This lead is 3-4 and 3-3 and 3-4. And they look at the septum but provide information about the anterior part. This is equipolar lead. What does it mean, equipolar lead? Because R and S, both of them are equal. And the mechanism, the electrical impulse moves toward the right angle. Do you know right angle? 90 degree. 90 degree. Toward the right angle. And they produce a equipolar lead. And right will come to V5 and V6. V5 and V6 R wave in V5 and V6 larger than the V1, V2, V3 and V4. What is the mechanism? because there is we have got mass of the muscle and the electrical impulse go through the ventricle, and this R is bigger because it represents free ventricular wall depolarization. This 2 is larger than this V1. So in V1 the SPF is smaller than V2. The V2 is SPF is larger, and in V3 this is equal, and this is wave maybe R wave may be larger than this R wave, and in this 2 the R wave is quite larger than these 4 others. This is called normal R wave progression in chest lead. Another